Okay, and we are live. Well, this is a bitter sweet, you know, live stream today. I didn't think. Need to get that echo out. I forgot that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the Vikings got an offensive minded coach. It just so happens to be that it wasn't the one that pretty much all of Vikings Twitter, including me, thought it was going to be. And yes, of course, Kirsten, welcome, welcome. Well, yeah, I thought it was gonna be this morning, talking the next day, and Harbaugh gonna be the next head coach and all that, and then everything just fell through. I know it's not official yet. That's why I didn't put the word official in the title. They said they selected him, but it's not. Oh, I didn't say officially signed. So my wording is correct. My God, I was so confident. You know what? I was as confident Harbaugh was going to be head coach as Harbaugh thought he was going to be head coach, basically. So my ego was our Vikings fans' ego was the same as Jim Harbaugh that day, and I'll get in. We'll get into that and all that stuff. And so, Adam Schefter, 6:24 p.m. And I do want to credit Kirsten for notifying me in the mod chat that that this happened. So Jim Harbaugh called Michigan to inform the school that despite interviewing with the Vikings today, he will be returning to school for the 2022 season. Sources tell ESPN Michigan was, in the words of one source, elated to get Harbaugh's decision. I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, Harbaugh, I guess. I mean, he said he was saying goodbye on Monday to all of his, like, he basically had one foot out the door, and now after the interview, it was I think Harbaugh wanted to win now, and Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah doesn't think we have the roster for that. We want to reset. You never gave him an offer. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. So that was at 6:24. At 7:03, first reported by Minnesota's own Ben Gosling, the Vikings have never made Jim Harbaugh an offer to be the head coach. Source says they talked all day, but Harbaugh decided is he's going back to Michigan. Oh, the ha-has and the you have no power over the Grays. We had power to sign him, but we just decided not to make an offer because the reports were, if the Vikings make an offer, he was going to come here. And once it was reported that Jim Harbaugh was going back to Michigan, I knew the Vikings didn't make him. I had a feeling the Vikings didn't make him an offer. So, and that's what happened to be. They didn't offer him, and we'll get more into the who's got it better than. Oh, just you wait for the sketch that's kind of gonna come out not that long after. Oh, I got it all. I got my computer. I typed it, out. Thinking about what to do. Yeah, don't worry. We got a sketch. We got a sketch. And so after all that, after that sank in, we found out they never offered him to be the head coach for 4 minutes later. 4 minutes later, we find out per Tom Pelissero and Rap Sheets, Vikings expect to hire Rams offense coordinator Kevin O'Connell as head coach. Now, this was my second option as head coach, and primarily because it was offense. I wanted someone for offensive minded. It was either going to be Jim Harbaugh or Kevin O'Connell. I did not want Patrick Graham. That was my last choice. And then the best defensive coordinator was probably the Rams defense coordinator. Now, of course, we cannot sign Kevin O'Connell until after the Super Bowl. So we'll see if we're going to be signing a Super Bowl champion or a Super Bowl loser. That's going to mean we're going to find that out. I mean, I do hope the kitty goes meow, of course. But if if they don't, at least we'll have a Super Bowl winning head coach. So watch y'all sign the Giants defensive coordinator. If we sign the Giants defensive coordinator for a defensive coordinator job, not going to be the worst thing, but I do like Andre Patterson better. Offense coordinator, I do not know what we're going to do there, because now Clint Kubiak is going to the Denver Broncos, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah. Okay. So he went to the Broncos, so we're gonna have to find another offensive coordinator. So, but the big thing we all need to talk about is the final tweet, the thread tweet, I should be saying, Noah's head coach. But we do need to talk about the final the final tweet that came out, the most important tweet thread that came out regarding the Harbaugh interview. So, by probably the top Minnesota reporter, Courtney Cronin, well credited. So, my read on the Harbaugh Vikings situation and speaking with sources, Harbaugh was in the mix for the Minnesota Vikings job because of his connection to Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. He operated under the assumption that the job was his and prepared for the interview as such. That right there, I'm just like, Jim, what the hell are you doing? That right there, if you prepare for the interview that you are automatically going to get it, that is the wrong foot. That is the wrong foot to start off on. And that was just, I just realized Lions haven't signed new OC yet. We need to talk about the pro. We'll see about those rumors. But so that was just bad on Harbaugh's part. Just in Vikings, they were looking for personality, especially with all the Zimmer fallout, and his personality. We didn't want that ego presence. I was assuming. Someone made me interview for 9 hours and didn't get the job, I'd be pissed. I mean, Graham also interviewed for 9 hours and didn't get the job either. He's on Tuesday. That's peak Harbaugh right there. The Vikings saw this very differently and not as a slam dunk, as a source put it to me. The way they felt Harbaugh viewed the situation coming into Wednesday, there was no offer extended. This isn't necessarily a matter of who said no to who, but the two sides that did not align on the nature of the in-person interview was all about. The interview is about. The Vikings brought Harbaugh into the Minnesota to interview, just like they did with Patrick Graham on Tuesday. They follow the same format and everything. So you do not. So basically, Jim Harbaugh thought he was just all that, and and FW forward. Oh my God! Wait a minute. I can't think of what that means outside my head. For what it's worth, yes. I don't gather that there's any bad blood from either side. Just sounds like there's different expectation from Harbaugh's perspective from the Vikings. So I mean, I I think Harbaugh was on the higher end for what the Vikings on the Vikings list because they wanted offense. But they and if Harbaugh would have in introduced like presented himself normally and not going into this thinking he has the job automatically. Vikings Twitter, if he looked at Vikings Twitter, then maybe he thought, oh yeah, it's a slam dunk. But don't believe, don't look at social media. Harbaugh, don't think you automatically have the job. You're just like everyone, you're just like everyone else who's interviewing here. O'Connell probably was very detailed. Maybe had like a good PowerPoint presentation. I don't know, but laying out the future. So, what do you think O'Connell will bring? Youth, number one, and that is probably another thing why they maybe chose O'Connell over Harbaugh. Harbaugh has a shelf life, while O'Connell can um, be the long term head coach of the Vikings. And I think bringing that Sean McVay experience, what he learned from McVay, which is the trend nowadays, young head coaches. So I think, and if he can bring Matthew Stafford to the Super Bowl, I know he can bring Kirk Cousins to the Super Bowl. So what are we going to do with Kirk Cousins? I don't know yet. And just to tell you, Kevin O'Connell, new expected head coach of the Vikings. He worked with Kirk Cousins back in Washington. Where was this? A quarterback's coach for Kirk Cousins. He was before signing with the Vikings, of course. So he made Kirk Cousins what he is, and and he's done pretty. And Cousins has done pretty well this last year. So Cousins probably going to play another year. And then I don't know. And then what's going to happen after that? I do not know. Are we going to do an extension so we can move some money around? I don't know. But we'll see what happens there. We're not focused on that right now. We have to first sign O'Connell first. And it should be most likely. But of course, with the Vikings, just like with Harbaugh, you never know what can happen. So yeah. The Vikings. So overall, I'm over. Harbaugh. The Harbaugh. I was sad at first, but now I'm just like, at least we didn't get defensive minded. That's all I'm really happy about at this point. So yeah. Kirk's gonna get traded. I think they hit the reset button, and extension would be awful. Extension. I don't know if I would use the word awful. I just don't know what we're gonna do for quarterback. Especially if Aaron Rodgers is gone, I feel like you want to keep Kirk Cousins, to make a run this coming year. I mean, the defense still needs some improvement, but I don't know. But let's see, any other new news? I thought. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, Vikings going to be signing Kevin O'Connell after the Super Bowl, whether it's Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, that's Monday, Tuesday after the Super Bowl. So other things that are coming up for people who are still here, for the 3 people that are still here. NFL honors predictions tomorrow. And then we need to talk about the Pro Bowl. Yeah, we do need to talk about the Pro Bowl. If there is a there's a chance. I don't know if I'm willing to do this to myself, but for your guys' entertainment, I am pondering. Yes, we're on words. pondering the idea of streaming the Pro Bowl. I'm throwing it out there. It could be a possibility, but you don't know. Yeah, I never know. But yeah, so I think I covered everything I wanted to cover in terms of the Harbaugh fallout, in terms of Kevin O'Connell, new Perna streaming the Pro Bowl for charity. Okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, the Pro Bowl. We'll see what we're gonna do with that. I know Madden Pro Bowl for Justin Jefferson. I mean, Justin Jefferson can be part of that on Saturday. I don't know in the skills competition. Did they already do skill competition? I don't know. How boring do you think it will be? The Pro Bowl. That's a good question. I think there'll be good moments, but I don't know. It could be boring. We'll see. So I'm thinking about that. So just be on the lookout if there is going to be a live stream this coming Sunday, and then the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know about that, especially since it's on NBC. But because if I do live stream the Super Bowl, as of right now, let me see. Any new updates? Most likely it's probably be delayed if I were to stream that. So, but we'll see about that. So, yeah. So be on the lookout for honors. NFL honors predictions videos Friday before the before the Q&A. I should have said that before the Tom Grossi Q&A. And then NFL and the Pro Bowl Sunday, and then the next week I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of content. We'll see in terms of what happens in the NFL. But just wanted to come on here, because I need to make a response. So I know I'm just going on at this point. So, oh yes, and the sketch will come out today. It's gonna be a short one. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a YouTube short or a short video. You'll see when it comes out and what I decide. So, Vikings select Kevin O'Connell over Jim Harbaugh for head coach. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. This has been Adam Alls, Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skull.